On Thursday, the 6th of November 2014, the Amnesty International issued a public statement and requested the horrific human rights violations in Iran to be stopped and dealt with. In this statement, the Amnesty International referred to the United Nations Human Rights Council meeting, which was held in Geneva, and said that the Iranian officials who participated in this meeting presented a distorted picture of the human rights situations in Iran, none of which are based on the truth. Just 2 days ago, an Iranian parliament representative said that the perpetrators of the acid attacks will be arrested very soon with no difficulties. However, Iran's first deputy head of the judiciary said that in order to clarify all aspects of this case, we need to wait longer, and added that we cannot be certain that it was one person who committed this crime. The director of the Human Rights Headquarters of Iran's judiciary promised that the case of Jason Rezaian, a Washington Post journalist, will be clear in less than a month. He then accused Mr. Rezaian of being a threat to Iran's security due to his activities. A member of the board of directors of the cosmetic and plastic surgeries in Iran said that plastic surgery will not be desirable for victims of the acid attacks because these patients will require at least 60 surgeries, prolonging the treatment period to up to 10 years. Nasrin Sotoudeh has been accompanied by a number of social activists after her sit-in protest which she started 20 days ago in support of dissidents in Iran. Mahmoud Nourizad, a critic of the Islamic Republic of Iran who had joined Nasrin Sotoudeh's sit-in protest, mentioned on his Facebook page of the number of students who have been deprived of education in Iran. Furthermore, Shirin Ebadi, an Iranian lawyer who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2003, said that the current human rights situations in Iran is just as bad as during the presidency of Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, and in some cases it is even worse.
On Sunday the 11th of November, Mahmoud Vaizi, Iran's Minister of Information and Communication Technology, announced that the first phase of what is known as smart filtering will be implemented over the next month, the second phase over the next 3 months, and the third phase will be completed over the next 6 months.
During the past week, Nahid Garji, a resident of the city of Mashhad who was arrested due to her activities on cyberspace, is still kept in an uncertain situation in the prison. In addition, the interrogator has prevented Mrs. Garji from having a lawyer for her case. Furthermore, following the exclusion of women from sports stadiums, the International Federation of Volleyball expressed their objections regarding Iran hosting the Junior World Championship for the volleyball tournaments. Nasrin Sotoudeh, a lawyer and a human rights activist, in response to this objection, said that the decision of the International Federation of Volleyball is very effective and added that a government can never be secure from the results of international decisions made against them.
Reportedly, one of the officials of the Gohar Dasht prison in Karaj severely injured Ali Salampur, a political prisoner who was being transferred to the hospital. It is said that prior to this abuse, during an interrogation, this political prisoner was tortured and beaten, resulting in serious injuries around the neck, back, and the groin. On the morning of Saturday the 8th of November 2014, Afshin Baimani, a political prisoner, was transferred to the solitary confinement in Section 5 of the Rajai Shah prison of Karaj. Furthermore, Ali Mozaffari, Chief Justice of the Razavi Khorasan province, announced the arrest of some individuals in the city of Mashhad, whom he calls rumour makers of the acid attacks. On Sunday the 9th of November, Arzang Davoudi, a political prisoner held in Rajai Shah prison, who was recently sentenced to death, was transferred to solitary confinement of the prison. Reports suggest that on Saturday the 8th of November, a prisoner accused of waging war against God was hanged in the Bar Nouran Square in the city of Mashhad. Gholam Ali Sadeghi, the general prosecutor of Mashhad's Revolutionary Court, stated that the person who was hanged by the name of Nader Haqiqat Nazari, also known as Saeed, had 30 recorded incidents of violent crimes in the city of Mashhad, as well as other cities in Iran.
Each month, workers from Tehran are at 822,000 tomans in deficit, while workers from villages are at 92,000 tomans in deficit. In Tehran, workers spend 70% of the total income on rent alone, which has led to 50% of all workers considering having a second job. On Sunday the 9th of November 2014, about 100 workers of the Ghoo vegetable oil factory formed a gathering around this production unit in order to protest against the factory's irregular payment of salaries for the past 2 months.
Najib Raisi, the son of Maulavi Dost Muhammad Raisi, who is the Sunni Friday prayer leader of Nasir Abad, was arrested by the security forces and transferred to an unknown location. Furthermore, 62 Afghani citizens were arrested by the security forces due to celebrating at a wedding party in the city of Ray in the Tehran province. During the past week, Narges Khatun Bargi's burial was prevented by the authorities. Narges Khatun Bargi was a Baha'i citizen who recently passed away. On Sunday the 9th of November, Masoud Rezai, a Christian convert sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, introduced himself to the Adal Abad prison in order to serve his imprisonment sentence. 4 Sunni faith seminarians studying theology that were arrested some time ago and later released on bail in the city of Kerman were once again summoned to court. During the past week, despite Muhammad Ali Taheri's extreme physical weakness due to his 2 weeks of hunger strike in solitary confinement of Evin prison, he was still summoned to the court. On Monday the 10th of November, 16 cultural activists and Sunni converts were arrested during a Quran teaching class in the Shakara area of the city of Ahvaz. Following the pressures and harassments that are being inflicted on dissidents in Iran, 2 Yarsan followers and 1 student activist were arrested in the city of Kermanshah, and no information has been found regarding their situation.
On Monday the 10th of November 2014, Hamid Reza Ahmadi, one of the arrestees of Sarai Ahl Qalam, who is suffering from lumbar disc and spinal stenosis, is facing with medical negligence in Evin prison. Arash Sadeghi, Atena Daemi, Asur Rostami, Ali Nouri, and Omid Ali Shanas are still being kept in solitary confinement in Section 2A of the prison. On Thursday the 13th of November 2014, officials informed Afshin Baimani that a new case has been opened against him on charges of blasphemy and insulting the leadership.